Man who picks up lost dog on the street spots a note around her neck. When Lionel Vaitia-Lingman got up one morning in March, he expected his day to be like any other. He thought he'd get up, run a few errands, and then that would be that. But on his way home, he heard horns blaring and spotted something fluffy darting through oncoming traffic, and immediately knew his day was about to change. That's when Lionel found a mysterious, scraggly dog with a note attached to her collar. Seemingly lost, he grabbed the note and quickly started reading, hoping the paper might give some clue as to who this lonely dog belonged to. But as he read the shocking note, the mystery continued to unfold. Who was this little dog, and where did she come from? Lionel Vaitia-Lingman of Ipoh, Malaysia, was just out on an errand in March 2020, picking up some eggs, shampoo, and Doritos, as we imagine, when the blaring sound of honking sent him spinning around the parking lot. He looked to the nearby road and saw a beige, floppy-eared dog zigzagging through traffic, clearly panicked and confused. Like the Good Samaritan he was, Lionel immediately hopped out of his car and chased after the spooked pup, who was running like a drunken pony. She had no idea what she was doing or where she was going. There were cars and bikes going along the street, and she was walking right into them, like she thought they were family, Lionel told the dodo, clearly already swooning over the pooch. He couldn't bear to watch the helpless doggo weave through the road-bound death trap. And once there was a lull in traffic, Lionel pulled over to try to snatch the dog and possibly save her life. Lionel reached out his arms to the sweet creature, who slowly walked towards him and away from the center of the road. Her curly fur was matted and soggy. Lord only knows what shenanigans this poor furry angel got into. But the dog wasn't sure if she could trust Lionel. After all, he was just some strange dude to her. For about 10 minutes, the two squared off on the side of the road, the dog staring at him curiously. Watching my every pulse, it seemed, said Lionel. After approaching Lionel from the back and giving him a solid sniff, she finally walked around to face him. Once Lionel got a closer look at her, he noticed that there was a damp and tattered note attached to her collar. I'd never come across a flimsy paper note tied around a dog's neck that way, Lionel said. He was perplexed, but hopeful. He desperately wanted to help get her back home, as if she were the canine version of E.T. I hoped it would be some form of contact information, some way for me to get the little dog back to some home that was looking anxiously for her, Lionel said. Sadly, this wasn't the case. When Lionel began reading the letter, which was typed in cheesy Comic Sans, his heart instantly dropped. Written from Siggy, the dog's perspective, every word felt like a brutal gut punch. I broke down in tears, one hand firmly grasped onto her sticky knots of fur. Lionel wrote in a detailed Facebook status. Whether or not he's a dog person, he's clearly a sensitive guy with a big old heart. Hi, my name's Ziggy, the note began, and I'm the most loving and attentive doggy you'll ever see. My master is very sorry he had to leave me here with you, but he just can't look after me anymore. I'm very sorry about that, as I am sure he is too. Please take me into your home. Please let me be a part of your family. Please love me. I am a golden doodle. I am 5 years old this year, and I have not been neutered. I'm very nice. I haven't bitten anyone ever. The heart-wrenching note continued. After shedding an ocean of tears on the side of the road, Lionel gently picked up the wide-eyed pupper and plopped her into his car. After a few hours of anticipated uneasiness, Siggy eventually felt comfortable with Lionel, realizing that she was in good hands. Soon enough, Siggy wouldn't let her knight in shining armor out of her sight. I was surprised by just how easy it was to get her into my arms and into the bathroom for a warm shower that first night, Lionel said. Siggy was uber grateful for Lionel, and she made sure she proved it to him. When she's with me, she's calm. She just sits near me or on me and either falls asleep or tries to get my attention by nibbling my fingers or yelping or tugging at my shirt, explained Lionel. Sadly, Lionel's current rescue dog Samo wasn't too happy with the new four-legged gal in town. Lionel soon realized that this new roommate situation just wasn't going to work. Though it'd be devastating to let Siggy go, he had to plan for her. Lionel proposed that his brother adopt Siggy, and he was thankfully thrilled with the idea. He'll be taking her as soon as the COVID-19 movement control order here in Malaysia ends, Lionel relayed. And according to Lionel, the two will be a perfect match because they share the same personality traits. Lionel Vaitilingman urges people to get a pet only when they're ready for a full-on commitment. He hopes that Siggy's rescue tale shows that recklessly abandoning a pet is never the answer. An animal shelter or rescue group would gladly help find the animal a new home, if need be. This little girl found me, and thank God for that. I still shudder to think of others out there just like her, with or without a note, Lionel wrote in his Facebook status. Still, hearing stories about found dogs gave him hope for all the other lost pooches in the world.